Nakulongbia ang actress and businesswoman na si Neri Naig as she recently made headlines following her arrest on November 23 for alleged estafa and violations of the Securities Regulation Code. Thank you so much to my sponsors, New You, Collagen Drink, Grills and Sizzle, Mom's Lasagna, one of the best, H2V2, also very special thanks to Pansit Malabon, Mariata 2020, and for the coffee, Tercy's Beauty Studio Cafe, as well as Swak Food House. And a very big thanks to my production house, Summersky Productions.
Dinipensahan ni Chito Miranda ang misis niya si Neri Naig matapos itong arestuhin dahil sa syndicated estafa at paglabag sa Securities Regulation Code.
Dahil umano sa kasong may kinalaman sa negosyo, inaresto raw ang aktres at negosyanteng si Neri Naig Miranda.
Isang linggo matapos maaresto at mailipat sa bilangguan, dinala sa pribadong ospital ang aktres at negosyanteng si Neri Naig Miranda, Biyernes ng gabi.
Neri Naig Miranda is widely admired for her journey of resilience and reinvention. Una na siyang nakilala bilang isang aktres, then later embraced life as a wife, mother, and successful entrepreneur. She is married to Parokya ni Edgar's lead vocalist, Chito Miranda, and Neri skillfully balances her family life while managing multiple ventures. Dubbed as the wise ni Mrs. or wise wife, she has inspired countless of women with her candid insights on financial independence, parenting, and running a household. Kaya nakahagulat talaga that she was arrested for syndicated estafa. And according to Southern Police District, Neri was apprehended at a Pasay City mall and is listed as the 7th most wanted individual in the station's records. Talaga lang? Sobra naman yun. She actually faces 14 counts of violating the Securities Regulation Code with bail set at 126,000 pesos per count. So nearly 2 million pesos for her bail. So eventually, maibabalik din yung pera na yun once she is acquitted. However, the syndicated estafa charges filed alongside these violations are non-bailable. The case stems from complainants by investors in Cavite and Batangas. And they claim that they entrusted a total of 1.5 million pesos to a business Neri endorsed. So imagine, 1.5 million yung kinakaso sa kanya, pero nearly 2 million pesos yung bail niya. Diba? So allegedly, 39 complainants invested 89 million pesos in a skincare business linked to Neri. And reports say these investments made through online platforms promised high returns and discounts for the company's services. However, in 2023, investors began receiving bounce checks, prompting SEC's investigation. Now, Neri has denied any knowledge of the allegations, stating she had not received any subpoena regarding the complaints. Her husband, Chito Miranda, publicly defended her, stating never nanloko si Neri at never siya nanlamang ng kapwa niya. And according to Chito, her image was merely used as a product endorser and she did not directly handle investments. So let's look at the history of her involvement. Now, she became an endorser and franchisee of Dermacare in October 2020, but publicly announced on September 1, 2023 that she was no longer affiliated with the company. According to the SEC, Dermacare is not authorized to solicit investments as it lacks the proper registration and licenses to sell securities. And under its franchise partner agreement, the company allegedly guaranteed a 12.6% return every quarter for 5 years, which the SEC identified as an unregistered investment scheme. Now, the SEC clarified that if Neri's endorsements only encourage customers to purchase products or visit clinics, then she will not be held liable. However, if she actively promoted investments with promises of returns, she would require an SEC license to sell securities, making her legally accountable. So, where is Miss Neri now? Well, she was recently moved to the Pasay City Jail female dormitory on November 27. Days later, she was actually granted a 5-day hospital visit for medical assessments upon her lawyer's request. This is actually typically not granted, so she is very lucky to have been given this privilege. For a regular prisoner, ang hirap makakuha ng hospital visit, especially just for checkups. Sa jail nga, usually kailangan 50-50 na ang kalagayan mo. Tipong halos mamamatay ka na before they approve a medical visit. So it makes a difference if private ang lawyer mo and of course, if may pamilya kang sumusuporta. So if I had the chance, I would so likely do the same. However, after a 5-day hospital visit, she will have to stay in her cell of 150 PDLs where she will begin her prisoner's life. So what's next? Her arraignment. It has been moved to January 9 and her legal team has filed a motion to quash the charges. The motion challenges the validity of the prosecution's case on procedural or substantive grounds. Procedural, ibig sabihin nun ay hindi nasunod ang tamang standard, technical or official procedures sa pag-aresto o pag-file ng case. Substantive naman is may problema mismo sa essence or laman mismo ng kaso. If a motion to quash is granted, the case may be dismissed, but the prosecution can still refile the case if the defect is correctable. But if denied, the case will proceed the trial.
So breaking news, ito na! Mukhang na-approve ang motion to quash ni Ms. Neri and a Pasay court has ordered the BJMP to release Ms. Neri today. Base sa earlier reports ng netizens at sa news, ang laban ni Neri is based on procedural grounds. Maling address ang pinadala ng supina. At dahil dito, nawalan si Neri ng proper notice to the accused, which is considered a violation of her constitutional rights to due process. So, pagkatapos ng kanyang hospital visit, she is slated for release. But remember, as I mentioned earlier, posible pa rin na ma-refile ang case ni Ms. Neri dahil ang procedure na ito ay posible pa rin makorek. At wala pang sinasabi tungkol sa dismissal due to the essence of merits of the case. So, tuloy-tuloy ang laban ni Ms. Neri.
So for now, mas nagiging mabigat ang kaso ng Dermacare, while other endorsers and high-profile figures linked to the company may also face legal scrutiny. And according to the SEC, endorsers who encourage investments could be indicted alongside brokers and business representatives. Actually, pag pera ang kaso, mas malaki ang value na isinasampa sa mga accused. I noticed that with people I met, more so with syndicated estafa cases. Syndicated estafa under the Philippine law, specifically the revised penal code and the anti-estafa law, involves a group of individuals working together to defraud others, typically through false pretenses, misrepresentations, or deceit. So the crime becomes syndicated when it is committed by a group of people, typically 3 or more, with an organized effort to carry out the fraudulent scheme. Now, the possible sentence for syndicated estafa in the Philippines is life imprisonment, so ranging from 20 years and 1 day to 40 years, and a fine. Now, under the Anti-Estafa Law, Republic Act number 10158, those convicted of this serious offense face a hefty prison sentence because it is considered a more severe form of estafa due to the involvement of a syndicate. From my experience in jail, those with syndicated estafa were more difficult to defend. Maraming nasa sentence ng estafa and are now in CIW, a penal colony for sentenced women. Isa sa mga kalaban nila dito ay oras. Of course, time spent in jail as it will be long and arduous. Unless the complainant agrees to a deal or settlement with the accused. So either the accused pleads guilty and pays damages or the accused will pay a hefty amount and the case will be dismissed. But of course, better if Neri will find a solid way to defend herself in court that will set her free from these allegations against her. Honestly, I hope to see Neri rise from this stronger than ever. May she continue to inspire us with her resilience, her passion for entrepreneurship, and her ability to navigate life's challenges with grace. May she keep shining and achieving, proving that setbacks are just setups for comebacks. And at the same time, I do hope that the complainants of this case also get their justice, that those directly responsible for foul play be the ones imprisoned. Napakahirap kumita at mag-ipon ng pera than to entrust your money to another entity in the hopes that it will grow, although a calculated risk only to be let down and defrauded is for some, understandably, unforgivable talaga. Ultimately, I do hope all the parties find resolution and justice. And pag pera nga ang usapan, maraming nasisira dito. Kaya to all the endorsers, please be careful also with products and services that you endorse. Due diligence is the key. Do your own research on the company and the partners and of course their associations, especially key personalities involved. You must be extra vigilant now kasi damay-damay na talaga ngayon. Pag may nawalan, pati ikaw hahanapan. Neri's case is not a first, by the way. There have been many other personalities who have faced similar charges for syndicated estafa, including Luis Manzano, Ricardo Cepeda, and Ken Chan. So do be careful and let this be a reminder that representing a company also means embodying its reputation. And this has been Karen Bordador for the Columbia Stories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, don't forget to comment as well, and share. So see you again next time on our Columbia Stories.